Hey folks, welcome to Bikepacking Adventures with me, Richard. Big bikepacking adventure plan this weekend. It's the Easter Bank holiday weekend. Riding places I've never been to before. Starting here in Lincolnshire in the little village of Forstyke, and we're riding around Lincolnshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Cambridgeshire, Northamptonshire. Quite a few counties here in Eastern England for the further east bikepacking route. Right, it's 7:30 in the morning. I've had a good night's sleep in my van over there. It's time to get moving, get warmed up a bit. So it's Friday, Good Friday, Bank Holiday Easter weekend. 4 days of playtime. And I'm probably going to need most of that time to get around this route. It's 430 miles long, 700 kilometres. Not too chunky, but it's about 3,000 metres or so. Not too bad for over the distance involved. It's a nice introductory route for me into the world of off-road riding. It's a gravel route, mud, dirt, chunder. So this marks the exact spot I'm going to be starting the off-road section of the further east bikepacking route. Gate S126 takes me right onto the sea wall of the Wash. Okay, this is the first part of the route, which is going to take me to Hunstanton, 80 kilometres away. So this is a circular route, you can start wherever you want really. I chose to start in Forstyke. So I actually wild camped back here in November up on the seawall there, and I got disturbed about 4 o'clock in the morning by some bird watchers. It's like, oh my god, it's a tent. Green grass, blue sky. So let me share with you the itinerary for this bank holiday weekend. It's very loose. Got 4 days, 400 miles. So you could easily think, let's just break it into 4. Now that's not really me. And besides, we've got 3 clear days of sunshine. And conditions a little bit like this. I think it's clouding up on Sunday a little bit, but it's meant to be dry for the next 3 days. And then heavy rainfall looking like falling on Bank Holiday Monday. So it'd be nice to get as much as I can done between now and Sunday. And like I said, with me being into long miles, long days, I've brought lights with me. So the idea is, today especially, just ride into the night as much as possible, pitch up in the dark, hopefully find somewhere reasonably yeah, that's another question. I don't know what I'm saying tonight. I'm just making it up as I'm going along. With it being April and not summer, I have brought my tents set up, all tenting gears in there, apart from the pegs, which of course hiding beneath the frame. If it's summer, I'd probably go for a bivvy setup, but it's been such a wet weekend and it's, you know, still April, it's still cold in the air. I need a little bit of comfort, or should I say a little more comfort. It's a bit of an adventure weekend. As see, I'm on the nuke proof. I've not been out on a bikepacking adventure on the gravel bike before, so that aspect is all new to me. Green grass, blue sky, definitely. Look at this. Tell you what though, it's still going to be very wet out there, I think. Especially when I start to hit it. Especially when I start to hit Norfolk, because you know there's a few undulations and things. It's not completely flat. Shady bits in the trees and stuff. It's been quite a wet week, you know. It's not had heavy rainfall, just frequent rainfall. Things are very wet. We're still driving out from winter, so for the next hour and a bit maybe, kind of know where we're going. It's mostly road to King's Lynn, a series of NCNs through the city or town, city itself, and then towards Count, Rising. Is it Count? I think it's Count or Castle. Castle Rising, that sounds better. There's a bit of a gravel track. I had to go towards Sandringham, the Sandringham estate. I'm going to stop there briefly to show you a bivvy spot from, God, seems like ages ago, but I think it was only this time last year. And apart from bivvy spots and tent spots, it should be all new after that. I've only one other time I've bivvied in Norfolk, and couldn't tell you where possibly was. King's Lynn must have some really bad drivers. I've not been here that often, but twice now, on 2 different occasions, car passenger go, use the circle lane, and this time it was a driving instructor. You'd think those professional drivers would know better. Right near that signpost there with the sheep are, that's where I bivvied. I'm sure it was last year. Time flies by. I'm going to have to look into that. And it's not as gravelly as I remember it, to be honest. Now, the grounds at Sandringham are quite large. Some of it is open to the public, like on the left, fenced off on the right. That's probably the paid bit. Now, I bet I could have a right royal knees up while camping in here somewhere. Some might say that's a bit risky, but if you don't get seen, you don't get seen. Woods is woods. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who owns it. It's like not being seen. So I'm just heading from Hetcham to Huntingdon, I think. Nicely into a headwind off the North Sea. It must be northeasterly today. A glorious afternoon. Beautiful day. Just realised it's Hunstanton, not Huntingdon or Huntington. Really weird. Just saw about 4 other bikepackers, 2 of them doing all points north later this year, so got chatting for a while. Fancy that, eh? It's not that many riders doing the APN. Check that out. Ugh. Oh, mud all everywhere. Just spectacularly fell off. Going into that puddle too there. Oh, so I've got to get dry now. I've only got 1 pair of shorts and this is it. Also, I had a bit of a hassle with my fork. Not the fork itself, but the, I forget what you call it. The cage thing came off. Look at that. So I'm just pushing at the moment. Just bumped into another rider. He says about 1,000 metres to go. So, and it gets better. That'd be nice. Because at the minute, this is awful. I'm feeling underbiked at the moment. It's just there's too many of these rivets with the vehicles that shouldn't be down here. I've made a mess. I can understand farm vehicles and jeeps that actually work down here. Motocross bikes. Got no place being here. Oh dear. Right, so I need to get to a shop, get something to eat. Get some... Okay, now get some wipes, get cleaned up a little bit. Oh, and I spoke to the guy. I said I put these behind the forks now the rivets pulled out. He said, yeah, we kind of advise you to do that anyway. Wish I knew that, because I've damaged a couple of forks doing it this way round. The last one broke the forks on the Sunday, and I was using the cage that they recommended, so they paid for a new set of forks. Why didn't I put it around the back of there in the first place? I didn't think that was the done thing. Big shout out to Josh Ibbett for planning this route. Just reached Castleacre, Spa, Chippy. So yeah, perfect combination. So I've got some things for later. Gonna probably eat these cold beans, pork sausage. So obviously bun, that's for after the fish. A couple of bottles of water and some stuff to clean this wound. Not sure how I'm going to carry anything because I didn't bring any extra bags. Stupid me. Anyway, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. So anyway, I'm going to tuck into this medium haddock chips. Great first day. Fell off the bike early into that huge puddle. The cage fell off the fork. What else happened? The saddlebag has just been continually knocking on the mudguard all day long. And finally, nowhere near done the mileage I was hoping for today. Anyway, sun's still shining, barely a cloud in the sky. I've done about 125 kilometres. I was hoping for 200 today. Be nice for some roady bits, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So we're not off Pudder's Way yet. I think I'm about halfway along on the way to Thetford. So quite a lot to do. And 8:15 and 6:15 right now. So at most light, 2 hours. Not going to get very far in that. So if I can get in 100, then call it a night. If there's loads of road sections coming up, I'll just keep going. But if there's lots of off-road, slow me right down, and crappy bits which you can't ride too well, less so in the dark, I'll just pitch up somewhere. Well, there you go guys, that sun is starting to get pretty low on the horizon. 7:15. The plan is to ride to about 10 PM. Keep on riding, and after that keep on riding to find a camp spot. Just want to make the most of this first day's riding, and I'm figuring if I can get up about 10, I can perhaps set my alarm for about 4 AM, get going around 5, something like that. That's the plan. Let's just see how it materialises between now and 10 o'clock. And so, because of that, I shall see you bright and early in the morning. Good morning, folks. Very cold morning. Very, very cold. Struggled to keep warm last night. I was laid up to the max. I was just a little bit cold on my back. It's always my back what's cold. I need a solution for that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah, it's very cold. You might be able to see a little bit touch of frost on the road over there. It's kind of I guess you would describe this as a forest road here in Norfolk. Beautiful spot. I was going to continue riding until 10, but I stopped here about 9 because I just kept making silly mistakes as I was riding along. And when I show you the track, you might be able to appreciate why. As a kind of fairly new gravel rider, this is track I was following in the dark, and every now and again I'd hit some sort of undulation at the wrong angle, there'd be a puddle there or something, and I'd nearly fall off, and a couple of times I did. So yeah, a bit of a tricky track to negotiate after dark. I mean, look at it, it's just, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's just sand. It's just sand. So I decided after about 3 slippages, that's it. This is a nice spot, it's in the forest. It's ideal really. Okay, it's not 10 o'clock in the evening time, but it seemed a good place to stop. But it's sand everywhere. Right, I'm going to get going. Get moved on, because it's probably about 7 by the time I leave here. I was hoping to leave a bit earlier, but it was so cold. You know, I couldn't move. I was getting warmed up. Had a nice cup of coffee, porridge, and a few star jumps and things. Right, anyway, that's enough camp talk. Time to get the tent away because, you know, time's marching on. Probably gonna be about 7:30 by the time I move. Fingers crossed, hopefully it's going to be less severe conditions. Who knows? Right, let's go find out. Definitely makes a difference how you pack it. Look, yesterday it was like that, just get bouncing off the mud guard. Okay, it's stood still at the moment, but I think that's going to do me well. The only difference is yesterday is this was in there as well, so, but I think that's good. I think I did a good job of that. But what am I wearing? I just wanted to show you what this was like. I don't know if you can tell the sand, but it's just, yeah, I think it's, there's signs for firing range off to the side behind the gate, and I think literally it's there's tanks, you know, going up and down here, and yeah, the sand, you know, you can be fine for a minute and then the next second completely lose traction. How well does that come up on camera? I think that comes up pretty good. Slow going. I'll get back on in a second. I just wanted to show you what I've been contending with. Mountain bike territory. Oh my god, it's getting worse. So imagine your bikepacking route went through Sherwood Pines, Dolby Forest, one of those bike parking places. That's what it is right now. I think this is kind of turning out. You know, I could have done any trail, any of the cycling the UK ones, and it would have been a bit more flowy than this. I don't know if you can see on the screen the wiggly nature of the route. Yeah, when Josh put this one together, he was looking for a fun route, that's for sure. Certainly challenges your bike handling skills, that's for sure. Well, I must say I'm actually having loads of fun. Yeah, fancy trying out this route? It's a further east bikepacking route. I was going to say don't bother, but I realise I'm new to this world, so I've got to persevere. Although I'm sure not all biking routes are as mad as this one. I must say that Josh Ibbett's got a wicked sense of humour. The red route to a bike park. This is, I don't know, it's a Scottish trail, can't remember. Berms, drops, everything. Awesome. Slow progress, but having loads of fun. Just thought I'd briefly stop here. Well, just to show you this, because it's not much of a stop than that, because I am getting hungry. I need some food in me belly. Right, enough goofing around. Let's find somewhere. There's a pub coming up somewhere. White Hart Inn. Will it be open? If it's called Tumlington. Yeah, but my stomach is close to rumbling. It's been a few hours since I filmed. Not felt the need to get the camera out, or rather not been in the mood, to be fair. You know, I've had something to eat for lunch, and I just wanted to say the overall theme of this route is lack of places to get food, you know, lack of resupply, to be honest. But just up here, 10k away, I'm a couple kilometres away from Linton, but 10k in this direction now is Cambridge. So I'm hoping it's nice, flowy 10k. Could this route, I don't recommend it for beginners at all. And if you are going to do it, I recommend you do it in the summertime. Just scratch the back of my leg with the bloody pedal, look. Yeah, and I don't recommend you do it as your first bikepacking one, because it's just not nice, and there's, like I said, there's very few places to resupply. You know, I'm expected to like work that on myself. I was hoping, you know, the co-op here, co-op there. I've not seen anything since the nursery at Tull. Well, I can't remember what it's called now. So there's going to be something going in Cambridge, and hopefully something not too far away. I just want something really nice to like perk me up a little bit, because, well, as you can see, I'm feeling a little bit deflated, to be honest. I'm not going to get around this, or I don't think I'm going to get around this, or I'm going to have to cut it short somewhere on the line. But looks like I'm going to get the other side of Cambridge. So it's 10k to Cambridge, and then it's all the way along the guided busway thingamajig. And from Cambridge, it's not far, well, not as far back to Foster where I parked the car, so who knows what I'm going to do tomorrow. Yeah, who knows, I'm going to sleep tonight, it's always the case, isn't it? Look at this mud on the bike. I am enjoying it, really. It's just, I was hoping to get all the way around, and it's not going to happen. If there wasn't rain in the forecast for Monday, I'd keep going, but I don't want to rain spoil play, especially as I've lost the black rain jacket. I've got another one with me, but this one I had, oh, look at that, this one I had is on the back, you know, it fell off while I was playing mountain bikes in the bike park at Thetford Forest. Right, anyway, that's enough jibber jabber, let's get going. I'm really hoping it's going to be flowy now into Cambridge, because it's been doing my head in. It's been very stop. You get going for a little while, and then some big puddle will appear, and you have to get off, and then you'll get going on your bike again, and then 5 meters later you'll see another one, and oh yeah, nightmare. I mean, if you're out for a day, yeah, just pile all the way through the puddles, but when you're spending 3 or 4 days on the bike and you got one pair of bib shorts, you do make a little bit of effort to try and keep dry. By the way, do you like my new arrangement? Arm warmers up there. I really should have bought a stem bag or something just to put extras in. Right. I've been thinking of, since the last restaurant where I gorged on loads of food, I had, what did I have? Ham chunky chips, and what was the other ingredient? Ham chunky chips, and a couple of fried eggs, and I said, can I have some loaded wedges as well, please? So I went and spent about 20 quid on 2 meals for myself. Just ate it all, so hungry. But no, I think I'm going to fall short of 100 today. Yesterday I've managed 180 kilometres, 175. Right now it's something like 55 miles. So slow, and it's gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Having started at 7:15, and it's been ridiculously slow. Anyway, this has been nice, and it's nice just to distract myself a little bit and talk to you guys. I tell you what, I'm glad the sand has gone now. I feel like I'm starting making progress. Now this is what you call a cycle lane. Isn't it good? Isn't it good? Manchester, Birmingham, Grimsby, Liverpool. It's about every town and city in the UK. This is how it should be done. Right, looking for a shop. If I lived in Cambridge, I would not need a car. It's just so well connected. And this is about, don't quote me, never quote me. I think it's about 30k long. Takes you all the way to St. Ives. Yeah, if you can't afford to go to the Netherlands, come and visit one of the mini Hollands we've got here in the UK, Cambridge. Absolutely brilliant. There's a father just then with 2 kids in the trailer. You know, it was just like you get in the Netherlands. You know, it works here just for getting people around. I love these people saying, "Oh, you can't cycle in the rain." Cyclists, they don't cycle in the rain. I think that might be you talking about yourself. 1, 2, all the way along. 3, lights in the cycle lane. Oh yes. Good people do cycle at night and in the rain, or both together. And this marks a sign of the last section of the guided busway, the church there at blah de blah. As we come past more of the lakes and things and into St. Ives, and as the sun goes behind the clouds, so I've turned into Richard Attenborough for a moment. Another bit of a sunset picture. I'm heading down there now, 10k away. I'm heading to some place called Brampton Wood. Don't know what it's gonna be like. Find out what I get there, I guess. So it's about 10k. So get warmed up now, ready for the descent. Oh, it's gonna be epic. So I'm gonna probably leave it here and catch you in the morning. Well, there's that gorgeous view from the tent onto the bike with the sun rising. It's been rising for quite a while. Let's have a look. Time check. 20:07. Yep, slow one today. I'm not rushing at all. Still don't know what exactly the plan is, but basically going to get back to the van tonight, and that'll be it. So yeah, in slow progress. I didn't get to where I am now, middle of a field. Tiny little patch of woodland in around some fields, and I think it was about 11:20 or something like that. I was just biking and pushing through puddles, and it was really typically right near where you want to be. You know, just thinking about sleeping that lot. Just another field of trudge, and then another field of trudge, and just listening to the radio, and it was talk about how lots of the countryside are still in drought status, and you're like, what? Really drought status? Because some of the fields and everything where you was going were absolutely waterlogged. So anyway, I've got through it, survived another day, and I'm just about to tuck in to some coffee and some oats. Live life, simple life, yeah. Get some oats in me, see how that water's doing. Are we nearly there? Yeah, nearly done. Right. Yeah, I suppose get packed away, see what the day brings. I tell you what, you realise when you're off-road how much mud gets into the most awkward of places, like zips. Oh, nightmare. Anyway, firstly, apologies for not doing much filming on this entire journey. I had this epic vision of going into the camera, coming back again, picking the camera up, doing all that kind of thing. It's just not turned out all that way. Anyway, welcome to Cambridgeshire, so it means flat for a while. I think that was Bedfordshire. Anyway, happy days. The sun is coming out. It's a continuous journey. I think it's about 100k actually. So I think I said 130 earlier. Turns out I did my maths wrong. Oh, I find it so much easier to record on the road. Feels less alien to me, this. So apparently I'm actually into Huntingdonshire, which I guess is a little borough from Cambridgeshire. Yeah. So that's it. No hills until the Lincolnshire Wolds, I guess. I often say that and there's a hill up the road or something. Yeah. I'm really happy to be on the road. I can almost kiss the asphalt. I said asphalt. Well, what a journey it's been. I've managed about 360 kilometres of a 700 kilometre route. Because, like I say, if I had another day, I would have carried on. But yeah, I would have been knackered going into work on Tuesday. And it's a new job. It's just a bike ride at the end of the day. I've got other just bike rides coming on. Where are we? Kimbolton and Stoneleigh. I think I've been through Kimbolton before. There should be a shop or something somewhere. So I think there's a kind of a stately house thing on the left. Oh, went past that on the way here. A grand house that. I see a whole lot more in the daylight. When I was in St Ives, I think St Ives, I had an amazing wrap. It was doner kebab with cheesy chips. £9. Gone are the days of cheap food. Anyway, it's really nice. It was absolutely huge. Just what I needed. Anyway, let's find this shop. Bank holiday weekend. Everything closed. Yeah, because despite a pandemic, people gone back to normal opening hours. And they're not trying anything new. Here it is. It's a posh one. It's a Budgeons. Oh yeah, and I went to Waitrose yesterday. That is a posh one. Yeah, it's always speak to soon when it comes to hills. Look at that. Tabletop Mountain here in Cambridgeshire. Have you noticed I don't shy from bringing the camera out when I'm going uphill. I find it beneficial. Kind of a distraction really. Still managed to breathe alright. Still managed to pedal okay. It's a nice distraction. Thank you. Oh, look at that, quintessential English roundabout. Something tells me it's not going to be as flat as I'd hoped. When the ride with GPS, I went, here I am, that's one to go. Do the route for me. And this is what I ended up with. Nice and quiet, but yeah, certainly lumpy. And I can already see on the screen there's another Tabletop Mountain. And now I can't put my camera away. So I might as well keep talking to you, Anna. How's your day been? How's your weekend? What did you get up to at Easter? Let me know. In the comments below. 16%. Is that its peak? Well, I am impressed with the route that ride with GPS has put together. Certainly direct, certainly beautiful. Definitely not flat. It must be like a string of Cambridgeshire mountains or whatever they affectionately call it around here. Could be looking down at the screen, looks like I'm hitting all of them. Well done. Big well done to ride with GPS, because you know me, perhaps it's got AI going on. It knows I love the hills. Early spring, a little bit of taste of summer today. Nice bit of warmth. Except when you go downhill it's a little bit nippy. If I was to compare Cambridgeshire to where I ride, around Lincolnshire, I'd say around here, long sweeping rolling hills, whereas in Lincolnshire, in the Wolds, a lot of steep climbs which just kind of come out in the middle of nowhere. Being shown all the local landmarks. Moborn. Morning. Got my secret stash of bacon basilisk going again. Really great nutritional food for those endurance athletes. I know this may be the second time I've seen those, but I don't make a habit eating that crisps at all, to be honest. But every now and again, I feel like a treat. I tell you what, because I did just click my GPS, I went start and end. I think I got a gravel bike. I can just ride anywhere. I don't care where it sends me. This is at Neen Park, just on the edge of Peterborough. So, coming out of Neen Park, crossed a big humpback bridge and turned right to follow the green wheel east. Then we turn left at the Thomas Cook subway. Is that because there's a Thomas Cook shop there as well as the subway? Probably not. I literally just saw the site, it says Thomas Cook subway. No guesses for which way I'll be taking. Look at that, it's quite elaborate, isn't it? I'm not going to show you it, it doesn't look that exciting. I just sort of mentioned it nonetheless. Yeah, Lincolnshire friends, need I say any more? Oh, Netto, sitting for a long time. I have arrived in black puffer jacket country, Spalding. So I'm on my way to the Wash Road. This is nice. I think I took a wrong turn. I think it wanted me to go down the A16 and I said and it's taken me this way. Which is nice, isn't it? I often pay attention though because there's a bit of a side wind. And the one experience of this bikepacking trip is this being on there. I could have done with one on the other side, just balance it out a little bit. So just about done, nearly back at the van. Definitely cut short half the distance done, but you know, maybe no time. It's still there. Well, I hope I managed to capture some of the good and the bad of the further east bikepacking route. Done and dusted. Right, I'm going to leave it here. See you. Questions, comments, stick it down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, now might be the time. Take care. Bye bye.